Hey guys, welcome to the Wintertime Open, 47th annual Wintertime Open. This is our Caddie book. My name is Mike Jewell. I'm the co-tournament director. I'm sitting alongside...
And I'm Steve Rico.
Steve and Rico. So we're co-tournament directors for this event. Just a couple baseline rules really quick before we get into the details of each hole. The 2-meter rule is in effect, and if you're in a road, you're probably out of bounds. And if you're over a fence, you're probably out of bounds. Yeah. That's just a baseline thing. We're going to go hole by hole on here. Also, since everybody has to keep score now, you're going to be on line keeping your score. There'll be a little tab to pull down if there's out of bounds rules on that hole. Super simple. I love it. You have anything to add before we jump into this thing?
Not too much. Just stick around afterwards. We're going to announce a lot of the whole sponsors and a lot of the people who helped contribute to the quality of this event. And so yeah, make sure to stick around after the video, and yeah, let's dive into it.
Awesome. All right, here we go. Hole number 1, 320 feet. We're going to have a new pin placement this year. Still a par 3. It's maybe 5-10 feet farther. This is the tree that you need to fly to the right of, mandatory to the right of this tree. If you go out of bounds on hole number 1, or if you miss the mandatory, you're going to go to the drop zone. So we'll also have the field. There should be a painted line in the field on the left-hand side. They just took that fence down. So just behind the basket, there's an out of bounds. So be careful there.
All right, moving on to hole 2. This hole is 292 feet. There's going to be a low ceiling here. It's going to be across the creek. This creek is no longer out of bounds. There's no tape on it anymore. So there's going to be no restrictions. We're going to have a free hazard relief up above to the right for some falling down branches that happen throughout the fires. It'll just be casual relief, no OB strokes.
Yeah, and you'll see the caution tape around that area. We just deemed it unsafe, and so you get casual relief from that. But here we go, hole number 3, 290 feet. This is the longest pin on this hole. Mandatory right of that pink tree that you just saw there on the left-hand side. Go to the drop zone if you missed that. And here it is, tucked away up high.
All right, moving on. Hole number 4. This is 380 feet. There's no restrictions on this hole. You're going to go down this fairway. It's going to bank right just a bit. And the basket's going to be down here through these lower limbs.
Yeah, pretty straightforward hole.
Yeah, straightforward. No restrictions.
All right, here is this is footage from last year or 2 years ago. Look how green everything is. Holy smokes. This is hole number 5. This is a Steve Rico design. We got a mandatory left, a tree on that left there. You got to fly right of that. If you miss that, you're going to go to the drop zone. This area up here by the bathroom, or concrete surrounding that bathroom, is going to be out of bounds. And then you're going to have an out of bounds line that runs the entire fairway from that bathroom forward, running it along the right-hand side of the fairway. And then you'll see where our basket placement is here in the video. It's just going to be represented by a little flag, but we will have a basket there during the tournament.
Okay, here we are, hole number 6. This hole is 420 feet. There's a little bit of a change from the previous year. We're going to have OB to the road and beyond to the right here. So you must stay on this fairway. There's also going to be a rope line on the left side. That's going to be OB as well. So this is a new pin placement from past years. We're going to be... Is it par 3?
It's a par 3. Yeah, this is a par 3.
This is going to be a par 3. It was a par 4 in previous years. So just basically stay on this fairway. Anything road and beyond, it will be out of bounds.
All right, Paul Harris hole. This is also a new pin placement. Actually really fun. I just threw an overstable mid-range. I'm not trying to tell you guys how to play your game, but I parked it with an overstable mid-range, okay? A legacy pursuit. Okay, so 260 feet. You just want to avoid this branch right here to the right, and you're going to be tucked in nice there. The only out of bounds on this hole is going to be the soccer field. That should be a painted line on the soccer field.
All right, hole 8, 440. That telephone pole or that pole to the right there, you must stay left of that pole. Coming down the fairway here, there is also some out of bounds lines to the right, which is going to be marked by poles and cables. That is also out of bounds. I'll try to avoid that. Going up the fairway right here, the parking lot beyond this pin placement is also OB. It'll play traditional rules, bring it back where last inbounds.
All right, hole number 9. 305 feet. It's been this way for the last, I don't know, 10 years at least. We put it in this pin position. So 305 feet and on the spine. This is a fun hole, especially if it gets windy. It gets real crazy if it gets windy. So enjoy this one.
The spine.
The spine, yeah.
Yep.
So the parking lot, any concrete in the parking lot, that's going to be your out of bounds line. Okay.
Hole number 10, 515 feet. This is a par 4. This is we brought this back from previous years. This is going to be mandatory right of the telephone pole up here ahead, as you'll see.
If you miss that mandatory, we do have a drop zone that's just past this bush that we're flying up to right now. There's going to be a drop zone tucked away right behind there. That's where we had it last year as well.
Yep, so it'll be right of the pole. Coming up to the green here, fence and beyond is OB. Play from where last inbounds.
All right, hole number 11, same as last year, 291 feet. If you're over the fence on the horse farm over to the left, you're going to be out of bounds, and that's pretty much the only restriction. You can ignore that mandatory right there. I just got a text on my cell phone. Sorry about that. 291 feet. This is a par 3.
All right, moving on here. Hole number 12. This is 297 feet. Pretty straightforward hole. First hole out in the desert. There is some OB lines to the right. This year, there's not going to be any rope. It's going to be back edge of the wooden posts.
Yeah, so just go post to post, and that's going to be your OB line.
Yeah,
it's not the wire, it's post to post.
Post to post, back edge of the post.
Here we go. This is hole number 13, 310 feet. Same out of bounds here. There's these fence posts and wire go all the way around this area of the disc golf course. So 310 feet, par 3.
Okay, hole number 14. This is an island green. If missed, you will play it as a hazard. Play from where it lies with the stroke penalty. It is surrounded by rope.
Only 220 feet.
220 feet.
Yep. All right, here we go. The green monster. Hole number 15, 435 feet. This is a par 4. It's in the same position that it's been in for the last several years. This is such a cool hole. Signature hole in my opinion. I love this hole. I absolutely loved playing this hole whenever I was competing. So it's always fun to see people get those 2s on this one. Par 4. Oh man, it feels so good when you get that 2.
There'll be an OB line up there on the right side of the fairway that separates hole 10 and this fairway.
And also, again, the parking lot will be out of bounds.
All right, hole number 16, 440 feet. You'll be coming down this fairway right here. There's a mandatory left of this tree right here. If missed, you will be playing drop zone from the tee pad we just passed. Kind of a low ceiling. Coming back up, the basket's going to be up here by the bathroom, tucked behind this tree. This is a par 4. Bathroom is OB.
All right, guys, this is hole number 17. This is our replacement. Our par 5 from last year, there was a lot of trees that fell down and just blocked that, and it's just not possible to have that this year. So we have a replacement. This is 245 feet, and it's going to be a par 3. It's really straightforward. I got a deuce on it today.
Nice.
Not trying to brag. Not trying to brag. you know.
Yeah.
The road behind the basket is out of bounds. The fence to the right is out of bounds. And here we go with hole number 18.
Hole number 18, 590 feet. This is one another signature hole. Great finishing hole, by the way. Always seems a lot of drama coming down to the very end here for the battle for the tournament. You will be throwing down here. There's OB to the right on the rocks over there, where it'll be a parking lot.
And then this Y tree that's coming up, that's our mandatory line. The right tree of that Y tree is the mandatory line. You can ignore those two pink trees right there.
Yeah, road and beyond to the right here, parking lot, all that is out of bounds. And you have an OB line to the left of the fairway, so you must stay in between the two.
And then behind the basket, there's another out of bounds line that runs to the parking lot.
Yep, great finishing hole here.
All right, guys, there you have it. That is our caddy book. We would just want to have you stick around for just a minute longer. We want to go ahead and thank everybody that made this tournament possible. Steve has a list here of our sponsors.
Yeah, big shout out to Bogey Free Bags. They give us a lot of the Bogey Free bags that were in a player's package. They're from out in Florida. They help out every year. They contribute. Infinite Discs, always a big contributor. Discovering the World. Can't thank them enough. Legacy Discs. Pin Deep Disc Golf, Mark and Susie Horn, of course, who started the whole thing long time ago. So thank you and big shout out to them. We really appreciate it.
I want to just name a couple people that made this happen. I want to thank Jeff Singh, David Oney, Mark Horn, Michael Conger, Dan Stork-Roddick, number three. Number three. I want to thank JJ, Jason Johnson, Alex Thorson, John Ventris, Matthew Pena, Bill Nash, John Clemens, John Dominguez, Daniel Awad. Sorry, I called you and I was like, may I speak to David? And he's like, it's Daniel. And I was like, dang it, I'm so sorry. I want to thank Bart Eccles, Sue Horn, Horace Aged Ailes, Sean Holub, Art Palafox, Chad Hillegas, Todd Mitchell, and David Devine. We really appreciate you guys. Thanks for helping out with the event. I want to thank all the Oak Grove guys in the community out there. Those guys are amazing. I played around today with those guys, and we went out there a few days ago and helped clean up the course and move some baskets around. And it's about to get dumped on with 3 days worth of rain, so we'll see how much that washes away. But I really want to thank you from the bottom of my heart with you guys. Oak Grove Disc Golf Club, you guys are amazing.
Yeah, thank you guys so much. There was a lot of cleanup with the fires and all that crazy stuff that went on. But Mikey, Pat, Kevin, Rudy, just
Arthur.
Roger, Arthur. Thank you guys all so much. All the hard work you guys kicked in, cleaning up throughout the fires and all that kind of stuff. It was tough, but you guys got it done, man. Appreciate you guys. Thank you so much.
You guys are amazing. Okay, guys, let's do this. Dude, I can't help myself, okay? I have to do something silly. Okay, I have to. Gather yourself.